A 12-hour ceasefire has begun in parts of Ukraine, allowing more refugees to flee cities that are under siege. This after Russian forces surrounded several cities for days, preventing people from leaving. A similar ceasefire on Tuesday allowed about 5,000 civilians to leave the city of Sumy. Poland officials say 1.3 million people have arrived from Ukraine since the invasion began. On Tuesday alone, over 125,000 people crossed the border into Poland. Calls for WNBA star Brittany Griner's safe release continue after she was detained by Russian officials last month. Lakeisha Lemons spoke to another Texan who's gone through a similar situation. Take a listen.
She went up and slammed one down with two hands, and I was in shock. I couldn't believe it.
Herb Baker recalls the moment a 16-year-old Brittany Griner brought the house down during a high school basketball game.
It was fascinating, but then she was dunking on people. You know what I mean? She was dunking on people, and that was her mentality, like, I'm gonna put you in the rim.
Herb is a former professional basketball player who spends most days here at Fundy, a popular rec center in Houston.
Everyone's been here. I've seen everyone here besides Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
That list includes fellow Houstonian WNBA All-Star Brittany Griner.
Well, Brittany came in, she was in high school. I think it was around the time LeBron was coming here to town, and she came. I think they had some type of impromptu meeting or something.
Herb spent more than a decade of his life playing basketball internationally.
I was fortunate enough to play in over 40 different countries.
Herb found himself in trouble off the court while playing ball in Russia.
Unfortunately, I too have been detained in a Russian prison.
While he was later exonerated, Herb says being detained in a foreign country comes with uncertainties. A similar situation WNBA star Brittany Griner is facing now.
It's unfortunate, you know, choices and consequences. I'm not sure how things played out the way they did.
Russian authorities say Griner is being held after an airport search revealed vape cartridges containing cannabis oil in her luggage, which could carry a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison.
That was not a travel. That's a bucket.
While details of Griner's case remains unknown, Herb is hoping the superstar can bounce back.
She's done great, and I hope that this doesn't affect what people think about her as a person, and I'm sure she will clear her name from this and bounce back, continue to do great things.
Fallout continues following Governor Greg Abbott's latest order to investigate gender-affirming care for transgender kids as child abuse. Abbott's directive allows state agencies to investigate the parents of those children and the doctors who allow them to seek gender-affirming care. Now, the largest pediatric hospital in the country is pausing hormone therapies, something one expert says is necessary health care.
I think all kids, regardless of their race, gender, class, sexual orientation, or ability, deserve to live happy and authentic lives without government intrusion. And the effort in Texas to ban life-saving care is outrageous and truly an abuse of power.
Last week, a judge issued a temporary stay in one child abuse case and was about to consider a statewide injunction. It's now on hold. In the meantime, Equality Texas says transgender kids are terrified about losing access to much-needed care. Jamil Donath explains.
Kingsley Felder started doing drag about the same time he started transitioning.
It gets you through the really hard times when you're looking in the mirror and hating everything you see. My friend Harmony did all of this beadwork.
But he's been experiencing gender dysphoria since he was 5 years old.
Anytime I felt that feeling, I would shove it away and pretend it didn't exist.
Now he's a parent himself, and he says his daughter is the only thing that kept him alive.
It kills me. I wanted to die.
Human rights groups are currently fighting the governor's directive to investigate gender-affirming care as child abuse in and out of the courtroom.
Transgender Texans should be able to access this care because it is life-saving care.
And no family deserves to go through this.
Karen Lowy is a senior counsel for Lambda Legal, one of the civil rights groups representing the family and the doctor who filed the suit against the state.
This is not a fight that they sought out. This is not a spotlight that they sought out in any way, shape, or form. They are parents who are trying to do their very best for their kid.
Lowy says the family represented is living in constant fear, which is why they filed the lawsuit anonymously. Under the new directive, doctors are also required to report gender-affirming care to the state.
Just violates their licensing obligations, their ethical obligations to care for those very patients and clients.
Felder says these investigations aren't just a threat to parents. It's an attack on the entire transgender community.
It's just scaring everybody back into the closet.
Jamil joining us now with more. Jamil, I understand you have an update in this case.
Yes, we have just learned from the legal office in this lawsuit that a court has officially thrown out the Attorney General's appeal against the restraining order, the temporary restraining order on the investigation in this case. So what this essentially means is we're kind of still waiting. This is the official statement from the Court of Appeals, but now we're waiting to see how that will affect a hearing that was supposed to be set for Friday that would discuss how the law, or excuse me, not the law, but the investigations would be seen overall. So this lawsuit is just pertaining to one investigation of one family.
Got it.
And now they're looking at it at a broader scale. So we're waiting to hear once the district court receives the information about the appeal being thrown out, they're going to determine what happens next, if that Friday hearing will remain or if it's going to be rescheduled for another day.
Okay, I know you're going to stay on top of it for us. We appreciate that, and we'll be looking for those developments as they come in.